happy holidays to you too. And we're going to switch right over here, and we're going to talk about what's coming up in 2024. Oh my gosh, again. Every year, can't we skip a year?
No.
Richard Zazycki is with us. He's with Circles of Mercy. And oh man, I don't know. This sound is not working for me. Is it still working, or did I break it? I don't know.
No, it's still working.
It's underneath my chair. Let me look. Excuse me. That's why we do this. Here we are. Okay.
Good to be back, Ann. Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Yes.
Pleasure.
And Circles of Mercy is doing a lot of good work. I know that you not only do this, but you do some other. Tell our viewers what you do over there.
Yeah, well, basically the...
Besides taxes.
Yeah, our organization's been in existence for the last 25 years. It's a sponsored work of the Sisters of Mercy, and our focus is to provide programs and services to the Rensselaer community with a special focus on women and women with children. So
and you do a lot with that.
Yeah, right now we're in the process of doing our adoptive family program. We have about 40 families that we've been able to match up with an adopter, provide a modest gift list of the family's needs, and they wrap the gifts, bring them in, and then we get them to the family.
Do you kind of like tell them about what sizes you're looking for
Right.
and
It's
things?
a
So
right.
it's kind of catered to a certain family.
Most of the requests, except for the kids wanting toys.
Toys, yeah.
Yeah, most of the requests is for clothing or
'Cause
house.
that's going to last.
Yeah. So we get sizes of shirts and the pants and preference of color and what they're looking for in terms of slacks or blouses or shirts. And we put together a pretty detailed list. My administrative assistant, Candace Brady, coordinates that program. And we work, besides with individual donors, we work with Broadview. They adopted 3 families.
That's the one that was CEFCU.
CEFCU,
Yeah.
right. We partner with Siena College, and we also partner with another sponsor work of the Sisters Maria College. So we were able, with all the adopters, to take care of 40 families.
Mm-hmm.
So those gifts will begin to start to come in the end of this week and next week, and then the week of the 18th, we get them out to the families.
Mm-hmm. How do you choose the families? Do you work with social services or?
No, well, some of them are clients that are already registered. We have people on a waiting list, so what we try to do is reach into the waiting list and have the families get adopted that way. It pains me that we're only able to do, the goal is 50, but right this year we've only been able to do about 40.
Okay.
So just a sign of the times in terms of the inflation and the economy. But for the most part, it's part of Catherine McCauley's charism of reaching out to those people in the community that have the resources, that have the abilities, and then partnering them with families that don't have anything and are living, week to week.
Week to week. I mean, we
existence.
kind of forget that, as we go about our business and looking at should I buy that or do this or whatever, that there are families that are just eking out enough money for food.
Oh, absolutely. And then you add into that the need for rent, the need for medication, if they've got a sick child. I mean, they have a lot of expenses that you and I take for granted because we have good hospitalization, we got some money in our pocket, and we're able to meet what comes down the road.
And it's not because they haven't tried. It's usually something that's occurred in the family
Right.
that's created this situation that they're trying to
crisis.
pull themselves
Right.
out of.
Yeah. So kudos to our adopters, and we just keep trying to do what we can do in the spirit and tradition of the Sisters of Mercy.
Yeah. So part of that is to get money back into the community, right? And you get
Correct.
it back into the community by
getting their taxes done for free.
Yeah.
Circles has been a long time participant in the VITA program.
The VITA volunteers.
Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, promoted by the IRS. They provide the training, they provide us with the software. The clients will begin to take calls towards the end of January, and then we will do returns February, March, and then right up to the filing date of April 15th.
April 15th.
So the limit is $65,000. We can prepare both federal and state. We always recommend that you have a checking account or a savings account.
Yeah, so the money can go directly into it.
It goes directly as soon as the return is processed. The refund, federal refund, normally gets posted within 7 to 10 business days.
It comes in pretty fast.
Yeah. The state takes a little bit longer. Part of that delay is the state actually audits everybody's return before they send out the refund, where the federal government...
I know that twice they audit, I mean, they do their own audit. And I had sent them everything, and they said they want it again. So I just made a copy and sent it back in again, and it was fine.
Yeah.
I never quite figure out why the first one didn't work when I got to send the second one.
So, there's those kind of glitches that happen. But
Yeah.
for the most part, all of our volunteers are trained. They get certified at the advanced level, including myself. And they sit down. Clients are told to bring certain pieces of information.
And you tell them that ahead of time so that
everybody that
you don't want to waste time with them coming in and then going back out and coming back in.
The returns that we did last year, all those individuals will get a postcard from us. And it just reminds them the dates that the program operates. They need to bring a valid picture ID card like their driver's license, a regular state ID, passport if they have it. We also ask them to bring the original Social Security cards for the person filing and for any dependents. They're going to be included.
The original one, I don't even know where mine is.
Yeah, well, it's important because of the risk of identity theft.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons, especially like if you're dealing with a family where the mother and father are estranged and they alternate child custody. And sometimes
1 year, one could take it 1 year and the other takes it the other.
But then you get some individuals that want to take it all the time. So that's why we ask for the Social Security card. We want to see your W-2s and your 1099s from this year, from 2023, because we got to provide that information. And they go through an actual question and answer process, and you've done it yourself, where you fill in the data as it's asked.
Well, I've been doing my taxes online for years.
Yeah, and people can continue to do that if they feel comfortable. They can go to myfreetaxes.com.
That's where I went last time.
And then you can do both your federal and state.
And it's done.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
The other thing we want to see is if anybody got their health insurance through the New York State of Health Marketplace. There's a premium associated with that particular insurance. So the client is usually issued a 1095A form. And that tells us...
Keep all those papers.
Yeah, keep everything. Routing numbers and account numbers for both checking and savings. And if you're claiming dependent care expense, we need to know the child, we need to know the caregiver's Social Security number and the amount of money that you paid them. Again, it runs from the last week of January through April 15th. We are doing both types. We're doing a face-to-face interaction, or
you can do it on Zoom, like? Not Zoom,
no, face-to-face. They actually come into the building and sit down with the volunteer. Or you can come into the building, drop off your banking and tax information, and then we assign it to somebody. They'll sit down, they'll fill out your return. If they have any questions, they'll call you directly. They review the return with you, either on the phone.
What a service.
Yeah, or you can come in, and that's how we did it during COVID.
Yeah.
Was the drop
Drop it off.
off pickup service.
Yeah,
So
I
that's-
guess we were doing it through that. I almost forgot because I wasn't doing any shows during that time.
Yeah. So if anybody's got any questions, they can give us a call at 518-462-0899.
I think we have that number up on your
Yep.
screen here.
They can also go to our website, www.circlesofmercy.org. We'll have information there. But the other thing to do is, if you're not one of our clients, but you want to get your taxes done, and your viewers are in a large geographical area, one of the things they can do is dial 211. The 211 resource.
That'll tell you where you can go get
Right,
it
you
done.
just give them your you give them your zip code.
Not your Social Security.
Yeah,
no?
you give them your zip code, and they'll tell you what sites are available near you.
Yeah. Are there any? Do you know of any scams that are out there regarding taxes? No.
No, not right now.
The only scam I think is when they say we'll give you an instant refund.
Yeah, and that we try to that's one of the reasons that we provide the service. It's one of the reasons the IRS wants to make available the services, that clients are entitled to tax credits if they're working, whether it's the earned income tax credit or child care credits. Those are all things that help lift a family out of poverty.
Exactly.
I mean, it's and then what we don't want to see, to your point, is somebody going into a commercial preparer, taking out a loan based upon what they think they're going to get as a refund.
And they take a cut.
They take a cut, and then there's an interest on that loan. And so imagine that, interest on the loan, and then
See, they don't realize it's a loan because they kind of say it's a refund, an advanced refund.
Yeah,
so they don't think, oh, I'm getting a loan. And
Yeah.
you're looking at like 1 week.
Yeah, so don't do that. Be patient. Go to a VITA site. If you're not sure, give us a call.
Right.
Go to the
Or
IRS.
211.
211. You can go to the IRS.gov website. Everything about VITA and sites are available there. You can also go to the New York State Tax and Finance website.
Okay.
And there are links all there to help somebody with their taxes.
So if you need to have your if you want to have your taxes done for free, yeah, which I think who doesn't, and you fall into that category, if you're making $1 million, don't give him a call.
Yeah.
You don't care,
Yeah,
right?
can
Let
afford- yeah.
him pay for something to
Yeah.
do it. Richard Zazycki, Circles of Mercy, please check them out. They do this every year. They're wonderful, and we always appreciate having them come on the show. And he'll be on again next month, I believe, to kind of do a little bit more on this, to give you an update, because remember, they're always updating these forms.
Thanks,
right?
Ann. Have a nice holiday.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Yeah, good to have you here.
Good
We'll
to
see
be
you
here.
next month.
Thank you.
Okay, good.